Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake on YouTube. And what we're going to make are actual double chocolate muffins. But what I think makes these muffins very special is that we actually are going to put up cut up pieces of chocolate bar, of your favorite chocolate bar. Then you have, of course, unsweetened cocoa. So you've got a great combination of delicious, rich chocolate muffins, but also with those added melted chocolate bars that you've cut up. So let's get started. I'm going to give you the recipe right off the bat, so if you're interested in writing it down, you'll be able to do so, because I'm sorry, I no longer list the ingredients or the recipe below the video. So I will try to go slowly so that if you are interested, you'll be able to jot it down. You're going to start off with 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, okay? And I'm going to put that in my mixer. Now, you can certainly make these with your hand mixer, but I'm using my stand-up today because I think it's easier for me for the videos, and being my hands in a cast, it's a whole lot easier. You're also going to be putting in 1/3 cup of unsweetened baking cocoa, okay? Again, that's not the, hot chocolate mix or anything like that. You're also going to be putting in 1 tablespoon of baking powder, okay? And what's going to give it that rich also taste to the chocolate is cinnamon. So you're going to be putting in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon here, okay? And then I'm just going to give it a quick stir on low. And now, of course, we're going to need sugar, granulated sugar. So we're going to put 1/2 cup of granulated sugar in. Give it another stir. Now, this is the chocolate that I went ahead, and you can use whatever type of chocolate you like, your favorite brand or whatever, and cut it up into relatively small pieces. I've actually used larger pieces than this, and they come out perfect. But if you don't want to use the, larger piece, I'll show you one because I wanted you to see. I don't know if you can see how big, whoops, how big that piece is. I have actually used that size, and it's come out great. But if you want to make them probably smaller pieces like those that I hope you can see in my hand, then go ahead. So it'll be up to you how large or small you want to cut those. Yes, you are going to put it in right now. I know some people are going to write and say, oh, how come you didn't put it in at the end? Well, again, just so that they're evenly distributed. And I mix them together. Now, the next thing that you're going to need, of course, is oil. And you need 1/3 cup. You decide on the type of oil. I won't even get into that because it's so debatable. People like certain ones over the other and whatever. So use what oil that you have or that you prefer. That's 1/3, okay? Then you're going to need 2 eggs, and large would be best. And I've had them at room temperature. And then I'm just going to add the oil to the eggs. Now, if you notice, I did beat the eggs. You don't have to beat them, real well, just so that they're slightly beaten. And then just beat in your oil, mix in your oil with a little whisk or with a fork like I'm doing, okay? And I'll set that aside. You will need 1 cup of milk. So what you're going to do is you're going to alternate between the two till the batter's moistened, and you just want to stir it in. You want to mix it, you want to blend it, you don't want to overbeat it, because I find that when you do overmix or overbeat, the muffins are heavy or dense. And you want these double chocolate muffins to be light, delicate, and have a moisture to them. So I'm going to put a little of this in at a time. Then with the milk. And again, just stay with it till you know it's mixed. Okay, and you can see that didn't take very much time at all. You're going to get 12 muffins out of this. Okay, there's just a little on the paper there. Okay, use your cupcake liners if you want. If not, you will have to grease your pan, or if you're using your silicone holders, that works great too. You know, it's really up to you. I'm going to replace that liner. And I now am just going to take my beater out of here. Okay, and just take the excess off. I forgot to put a spatula out, so I'm going to grab one very quickly and just give it a little stir, making sure that the sides of the bowl and the bottom, okay? And then I'll show you this beautiful, silky, rich chocolate batter with those great pieces of that chocolate bar. And again, remember, whatever type of chocolate that you want to use. And I'm using a medium scoop. If you don't have a scoop, certainly use a tablespoon and fill them about 2/3 of the way of your, you know, of your liner or the well, that kind of thing. What I like about it is that this comes out so easy, especially with my hand, the way that it is. I can pretty well just turn it over and it all comes out. Now, I'm not going to bore you and show you how to fill these liners because everybody knows how to do that. But you're going to put these in a hot preheated oven at 400 degrees. And yes, that is a high temperature. So you're going to need to really watch these, okay? Because, you know, every oven is set up so differently on how quick things come out and whatever. I will tell you that I generally can get them out of my oven properly baked within that 12 or 15 minutes. Some ovens, maybe you might have to go to 18 or 20. It really depends on your oven. And most of us do know how our ovens react to different baked goods that we bake in our oven. But for me anyway, like I said, that's how long they do take. So I do like start watching mine. I start watching mine actually at 12-13 minutes because I know the reaction of my oven. So you don't want to overbake because you don't want to dry them out and you don't want to burn them, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to rinse my hand here quickly. Slip off my glove and I rinsed my hands, and then I'd like to show you what they look like once they're baked up. And this is how they will turn out. They will have a beautiful dark brown color to them. They will have a semi-glossy top. The top will be firm, but it's not real hard that type of thing, or super dry, okay? And I'm going to cut into one to show you. Okay, and let me see if I can take off that paper. It's a little bit difficult due to my hand. So let's just go with showing you how great they look on the inside, okay? When you open them up, you'll see the chocolate that has melted within the crumb. You can see by using this fork how light and delicate the crumb starts to pull away from the fork. And then as I squeeze the cupcake, I hope that you can see how moist and how delicate and how light. These will absolutely melt in your mouth. Great with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or cappuccino. And believe it or not, I think you're gonna think they're more like tasting like a cupcake rather than a muffin. But they're great either way, whether you want to call them a muffin or call them a cupcake. These are delicious. They're relatively quick and easy to make, and you're going to have great results out of them. Now, if you're so inclined and you'd like to subscribe to the channel, boy, I'd really appreciate it. Or give the video a like. That would be fantastic. I want to thank you always for watching Diane Lovetobake, and then also as a reminder, please know that I solely put my videos only on YouTube. So if you have a question, you have a comment, and you try the recipe and you liked it, well, write to me. I'll answer you in a timely fashion. So again, thanks again for watching Diane Lovetobake on YouTube. Stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.